What's up guys, it's Sashya from Sashya Being a Baby, and today on Sashya Being a Baby I'm going to do a Q&A for Mental Health Awareness Month. It's the last week in May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I decided to ask some people. I got a lot of questions after my suicide attempt video, so I decided to take some questions. I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm just speaking through my experiences, so hopefully I can help someone out there. There will be the links, helpful links down below and anything like that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I film on my phone, so I wrote them down on a piece of paper. The first person to ask me a question was Lacey Dickinson, and all these people who ask questions, I'll link them down below. Unless they ask to be anonymous, then you will obviously not know who asked the question. But a lot of them ask more than one question, in one paragraph, so I am going to try and answer them all. She asked, how am I handling recovery? Well, so far so good. Recovery is really hard because you're it's kind of like a roller coaster. You're up and you're up and you're up, and then you're really low and you're down. I go to therapy. I have learned how to talk about it, and talking really helps me. Talking with other people, I really like helping people, so I feel like talking about it really helps me with people who have questions and are going through similar things. That helps me so much. I have not recovered. I will probably never be recovered. It's always there. It's always going to be in my head. It's always a mental thing. So, I would say right now, at this point in my life, I'm doing the best that I possibly can with my recovery. She asked, what advice would I give to someone who has a family member or a friend going through the same life trials? Keep pushing. There's not really much that you can give someone. A lot of times people aren't going to listen, but you're strong. Just keep pushing through, find help. Talk to your friends, talk to your family. You're loved, whether you feel like it or not. Just because maybe someone who you want to love you doesn't love you, or because the friends that you had aren't your friends anymore, you're very loved. And just keep pushing, find help, seek help. That is so important. Find help. Talk to someone. It doesn't have to be your parents, it doesn't have to be the teacher, it doesn't have to be a therapist, but talk to someone. What would I say, or what should the family member say or do for that person? I'm gonna be honest, there's not much that you can do for someone who is feeling like that except for seek help for them. I know that I didn't want anything from anyone. I was gonna do it myself. I could do it myself, and I know for a fact no one is ever going to get help or reap the benefits from getting help if they don't want help themselves. You can't force someone to get better. You can't force someone to get help. And so that's a big thing that people need to realize. Just be there for them. Kylie Annie, she asked me what were some of my stressors leading up to my attempt. Everything. No, it wasn't just things happening right there in that moment, although those things are what brought me to my breaking point. My life, I have been through a lot of shitty things that I wish I could change, or I wish wouldn't have happened, but a lot of it was not in my control, and there's nothing that I can do about it now. But at that point in time, I had felt very alone. I was living in a house that I didn't feel like was a home. I was just getting bad information back to back. I couldn't get back into school. I felt like a bad mom. I wasn't making enough money. I had lost all my friends. I had felt like I was just wasting so much time, so there wasn't a point for me to sit here and keep trying when obviously nothing was going to get better. She also asked what were some of my coping mechanisms. Like I said before, my outlets were always dance and acting, and unfortunately I don't have the time or money to do either one of those now as an adult. And that was how I communicated, because I'm not a good communicator, verbally. I'm so bad at it. That's one of the things that I've really been struggling and working with. But So I picked up a lot of habits after that. I traded a lot of bad habits for good ones. I cleansed myself. So sometimes when I'm feeling really down, I cleanse. Like I purge my closet and things like that. Cleaning. I really like a clean space, which I do live with roommates, so it gets really hard because they're not as clean as I would like them to be. And you can't just go up to someone and be like, hey, for my sanity, can you please clean up? Because like that's just their habit. So that gets really hard. So I do tend to stay confined in my room when I'm here, but I stay really busy. Like I stay so busy so that I don't have those times really by myself, because right now I'm not where I want to be, obviously, with my recovery, so I am very scared to be alone. Like today, I should be at school right now, and I didn't feel like it, so I literally just laid in my bed for hours, and then right as the sun's going down, I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I need to get myself out of bed, do your makeup, make yourself feel good, put on a nice shirt, and film a video, because it's like pulling teeth. Like some days it is literally like pulling teeth. It is so hard sometimes, and then especially when you don't live on your own, so I can't fully use a lot of my like skills, because there are things that really stress me out when I come to my own home, you know what I mean? Which it won't be like that for long, but for much longer anyway. So those are the things I kind of try and do. I just really try and keep myself busy. I really try and keep a clean space, and I try and keep my room very lit, very vibrant, I guess you could say, like fresh flowers. In my son's room, his room stays really clean. I play with him a lot. He really makes me feel good. Like a lot of times when I'm feeling down, like me and him, I'll do something with him. Like the other day we made a bird feeder out of pine cone and peanut butter, and he really enjoyed that. Seeing him happy makes me really happy. I'll call someone. You just have to get yourself up. But my biggest coping mechanism would definitely be cleaning, playing with my son, and then like purging kind of goes with cleaning, and then making videos for you guys. It's really little things. Like it doesn't have to be big. It can be something really little that you wouldn't realize helps you. You know what I mean? And it really is little things for me. I'm very particular, so it is little things that help me get through my daily life. And she asked what made me decide to go out and get help. Well, there was nothing that someone said to me that just like made this light bulb go off my head, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get help. Like how it's portrayed, like you have this really deep conversation with someone, and then that was the conversation, and you decided, you're gonna change your life. That wasn't it for me. Probably the biggest thing that made me want to get help was my son. I couldn't imagine losing my son, and there's a lot that I can't give my son, that like I'm like, dang, like I'm just an awful mom. I wish I could do this for you. I wish I could give you the family you deserve, all the things that you deserve, and there's not. And all I could think of was, why would I try and take away his mom? I'm all he has. So that was probably like my biggest, like, I need to get help, not for me, but for him, which that turned into me getting help for me, because you really do need to do it for yourself, because you're important. Like your health and well-being is very important, which I was in therapy before my suicide attempt. I'd been in therapy for years, and I never told my therapist. So it's really important when you talk that you tell them everything, because they're going to be really confused when, like they're supposed to be here helping you and you're not giving them all the information so that they can give you all the tools that you need to be helped. Elizabeth Bradshaw asked, what resources have you found helpful online? Actually, I haven't really found any resources for me personally that have been helpful online. I'm sure there's forums, there's chat rooms, there's Penpal, there's a ton of things that you can do online that would be helpful and beneficial to a lot of people. Like, do not discard them. But for me, nothing online has been really helpful except for YouTube. I don't ever get comment backs or anything from like a lot of these big YouTubers, but a lot of their videos and stuff, like when they talk about things like this, help a lot. And then when you read the comments and you comment back to other people who are subscribed to that YouTuber, that's really helpful. But for me, definitely YouTube. Making videos and telling you guys about the things that I've been through really helps me express myself. I'm not 3 ways I can express myself: dancing, acting, and comedy. I don't have time to dance, and I don't have time to sit on stage and act anymore. So YouTube, I can take 10 minutes out of my day real fast, film a quick video, and then throughout the week edit while I'm at school, while I'm going to the bathroom, while I'm taking a bath, while I'm in the car. It gives me like, I don't know, it's just, that's probably the only like technical online thing that has helped me out is definitely YouTube. This is another question that I just wanted to answer. It's actually not, it's someone messaged me about it. So I'm not going to say their name because they said that they didn't necessarily want it in the video, but I am going to go ahead and answer one of the questions that they asked, because this is a really good question, I feel like, and I feel like this, I mean, maybe I can help out, I don't know, but they said, what's it like going through that mentally? So I tried to explain to them the best I could. It was really hard, and it was this long drawn out message that I should have read you the message that I sent back, but I can't remember it word for word, but I'm gonna go the best I can. But going through that mentally is so exhausting, because you know, everyone's different, but for me, there was no signs that I was going to try and commit suicide. It wasn't something that I had been thinking about for days. I did not write a note. I just wanted it to be over, and I didn't care about anything else. Going through it mentally was, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so I was not thinking about anybody else, like at all. I was only thinking about myself. Everything was all about me. I hated myself. I hated the way I looked. I hated when I talked. I hated seeing myself in the mirror. I hated when I ate. I hated when I didn't eat. I just hated everything about me. I hated my clothes. I just hated me. Like, there was so much self-loathing, and there was no one in the world who could ever be meaner than me to me than I was to myself. Like, I hated myself. And do you know how hard it is to understand the love around you, and to realize that you love other people when I was just I was in so much pain. Like, I would never wish that upon, like, not even my worst enemy. Like, I don't want anyone to ever feel like I feel. That's why I started making these videos. I really think it's important to raise awareness to this invisible illness that people seem to think is not there, because it is. Just because you cannot see physically how much I'm hurting and physically what's going on into my mind, like in my mind, it is there. Like, there are days where I'm like, oh my God, why can't I just be normal? Why isn't my mind like everybody else's? And it will never be like that, because that's just who I am. So I have to learn how to work with it, how to it's hard, and I wish I could explain to you what was going on in my head, but like, I don't even completely understand it myself. There was so much, and there's always a lot going on in my head. I'm like a very scatterbrained person. I struggle with impulse control disorder, so I make decisions. I don't think about things. I just do stuff, and I can't put it into words. So sorry, I don't even think I really answered any of those questions. So sorry for that. I tried my best. It's just like really hard to answer those questions. Maybe next time I'll sit down and think about it before I try and start filming. If you want to see a part 2, that's totally okay. If you want to ask me more questions, you can put them in the comments below. You can message me. You can find me on any of my social media that I have linked down below. Thank you everyone who asked me questions. I really appreciate it. I know this is a really touchy subject. For anyone who is going through anything like this, find help, seek help. You are loved, you are beautiful, you light up someone's world. Don't forget that. You are a light, and you are an asset to this world. There's a reason you're here. And I know it sounds like bullshit. I know it sounds like, oh my God, like this is what everyone says. Trust me, I know. But it's true. That's why everyone says it. You're a beautiful person inside out, and I really hope that you can find peace and help, and just stay here, stay for a little bit longer, and give it a chance. I promise that it will hopefully be worth it. It might take a while, trust me, because I haven't found that like worth it yet, but it's coming. Like, it'll definitely come. So I really hope that you find peace in that. And to anyone who is struggling with family going through that, be there for them. you know, be there for them, and for just everyone in general. Spread kindness. Don't be mean to each other. It's really simple. It is so easy. Just be nice, be compassionate, be kind, be loving, be beautiful. Be beautiful on your inside. You know, spread positive vibes. I hope this video was helpful. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.